What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Welcome to a very rare installment of T3 After Hours. Now, today I wanted to go over something, or I should say tonight, I wanted to go over something that I've been getting asked a lot about lately, and that's Lume. So nowadays, you're gonna come across two different kinds of Lume, or I should say, these are the two most common kinds of Lume you'll find on watches nowadays, and one would be Superluminova, the other would be Seiko's proprietary Lume compound known as Lumibrite. And I think it should be noted that Superluminova offers a few different kinds of their Lume. The one that we will be looking at today is known as BGW9, and I think in a future installment of T3 After Hours, it would be really fun if we pitted all those different kinds of Superluminova Lume against one another, and we see which one is truly the best Superluminova Lume. But today, in today's installment, I thought it'd be pretty cool to see what BGW9 from Superluminova looks like against Seiko's Lumibrite. And I don't know if we'll be able to definitively see which one is actually best, but we're going to be very scientifically testing it out. And the way we're going to be doing it is with my Coleman Illumilast. If you've been subscribed to this channel since the beginning, you should recognize what we're going to be doing here because this has made an appearance on this channel before. What we're going to be doing is we're going to shine this flashlight, or in the UK, you would know this as a torch. We're going to shine the torch point blank upon each watch's dial, and we're going to be looking at two different watches here. For the same length of time, okay? And then we're gonna turn the flashlight off and we're gonna see which Lume is more vibrant, and maybe we'll even be able to discern which one lasts the longest. I think it'd be really fun. But let's look at the watches that we're going to be using today, the kind of test subjects, the guinea pigs, if you will. Wait a minute, okay, I didn't forget to tell the time in this episode, but it is really late. I'm editing and I accidentally erased the footage of me telling the time, so without further ado, it is 1:07 a.m. Let's get down to business. I'm very, very excited to give you guys a sneak peek at my brand new Richard LeGrand Odyssey Mark II. You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for the review on this piece, but my introductory review will be up on Monday, so stay tuned for that because this seems to be a very cool watch, and again, I'm excited to show it off to you guys. Sapphire around the bezel, sapphire crystal, and I believe a ceramic dial. Now, it's honestly purposefully dark in this room right now, so you're not getting the full effect, but just a really deep blue. And by the way, this one is fitted with the Superluminova BGW9 on the indexes, on the hands, and around the bezel, so I'm very excited to see how this one will do against my Seiko Tuna SBBN 031. Obviously this one's sporting Lumibrite, so let's see which one is brightest, which one is more vibrant, and which one will last the longest. All right, so I'm honestly pretty impressed with both of them already because I just turned the lights down even further and I didn't even blast them with the flashlight yet, and they're both glowing pretty pronounced. I don't know if you can see it through the camera as well as I can with the naked eye, but yeah, they're both already glowing, so I'm eager to see how they'll look when we actually hit them with the light. All right, so I figured we'd start off with the Richard LeGrand Odyssey Mark II, and look, the lights are almost totally off. There's only a little light on behind me, and it's glowing without the flashlight hitting it at all. So why don't we do like a 5-second blast, point blank, on the highest setting from the Coleman Illumilast flashlight. Are you ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, that bezel is awesome. Look at that. No complaints thus far. Even through the camera, it looks pretty good. Dang. All right, so I don't know if you guys remember the first time we did this little Lume battle. I believe it was my Frederic Constant Moon Timer against my SSC 081 from Seiko. But as you guys know, I constantly complain about Frederic Constant and the Lume that they use. I don't know, I assume it's Superluminova, but they do a poor job applying it because it sucks. on my moon timer. It is terrible. It takes forever for it to charge up, and then it's bright for like a millisecond and then it dies down. It's almost as if they didn't put Lume on that watch at all, because it's just terrible. All right, so I can see, looking through the camera again, I don't know if you guys can tell, but with the naked eye, I can tell it is starting to decline a little bit, although even through the camera, I can see that the hands and the indexes are still pretty vibrantly lit up. So you would not have trouble reading this in a dark room or outside, but it is starting to dim a little bit. So, okay, overall, I'm very impressed. So why don't we switch to the Tuna, and then after that, we'll put them both side by side and see if we can kind of discern between the two, or distinguish between the two, I should say. All right, so Tuna up next. All right, again, Seiko Lume, hard to beat without the flashlight. It's glowing quite well, but we'll do the same thing. 5-second blast with the Illuminolast point blank. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that looks so cool. That is crazy how the chapter ring is kind of reflecting in there. It almost looks like it has a halo around it. That is awesome. Man. Okay, here's the deal. From the looks of it here, the Lumibrite is brighter than the Superluminova BGW9. But there's also, the indexes on this watch are also much larger. So there's, I feel like there's more Lume on this watch than the Richard LeGrand, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But I feel like the indexes are bigger and bolder, so they're going to shine brighter. You guys know what I mean? Leave me a comment if you know what the heck I'm talking about. Because even right now, looking at the Odyssey Mark II, it has very thin indexes. But this, man, this is big, bold, and beautiful. So I can tell that kind of halo effect, it has dimmed a bit. So, but the indexes still seem just as bright as they were from the get-go, and the pip up top is still very bright. Impressive, but again, I'm not like super shocked, because come on, Seiko Lumibrite is ridiculous, so I kind of expected this. But let's go ahead, we'll put both of the watches side by side, the Odyssey Mark II and the Tuna, and maybe we'll be able to see if one gets dimmer quicker. I don't know. But we'll try it. All right, guys, so we have both watches side by side here. Maybe we'll be able to see which one is brighter definitively. Maybe we'll be able to see which one dies out quickest. Who knows? Either way, it'll be fun. Over here on the left, we have the Richard LeGrand Odyssey Mark II, or Richard LeGrand. I don't know how to say it, and let's be honest, you guys will complain no matter what I call the watch. And then over here on the right, we have the Seiko Tuna SBBN 031. So what I'm gonna try to do is kind of give it alternating blasts, hopefully giving both watches an equal amount of light. But yeah, okay, here goes nothing. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Man, they both look very, very bright. I'm really loving how the Odyssey Mark II, how the bezel kind of glows, like all of it, and then I love this halo effect over here on the Tuna. So with both of them side by side now, it definitely looks like the Tuna is like more bright. However, I think I was correct in saying earlier the Tuna's indexes are also much larger. So I don't know if that has to do with like how we're measuring this or how I'm seeing it, but because the Odyssey Mark II, obviously the indexes are much thinner. Still quite bright though. Okay, so the kind of bezel glow, I don't know how well it's going to be picked up on camera, but the bezel glow from the Odyssey Mark II has faded a bit, and the halo effect on the Tuna also has faded, but I think there's still more of that on the Tuna than there is on the Odyssey Mark II. Again, in a dark room though, you'd still have no problem reading either watch. What I will say is not enough companies use blue lume. I really do like the look of blue lume. And another thing I'll say is Seiko's Lumibrite is just beasting. It is an absolute powerhouse. Look at that. That is still incredibly bright. Yeah, okay, so the bezel glow on the Odyssey Mark II is almost all, I don't want to say it's all gone because I can definitely still see it with the naked eye. But it is substantially dimmer than it was. And the kind of halo effect on the Tuna is still there, but I mean, also substantially dimmer than it was. So, you know what, guys? I'm realizing that I'm an idiot, and I don't know what conclusion we're going to come to. Here's what I'll say. If I could stop blabbering for 2 seconds, the Tuna is staying more vibrant for a longer period of time, I think. And it's not just because I'm biased towards Tuna, or towards Seiko, I should say. Yeah, the Odyssey Mark II is dimming substantially. The Tuna is staying quite bright. So I don't know if Lumibrite is just way better than Superluminova BGW9, or if the indexes are just larger and can catch more light. Someone that's smarter than me, please sound off in the comment section and hopefully teach me something so that I know what I'm talking about. This is fun though. Yo, let's blast it again, just to blast it. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Woo! Man, that does not get old. That looks so cool. All right, guys. Well, if you can't tell, I'm having a blast, and I'm probably going to be doing this for the remainder of the evening. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed yourself, please click like. If you really enjoyed yourself, go ahead, click that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified as to when I upload, then click the bell icon, because YouTube does not do a great job at letting my subscribers know when I upload, because a lot of you guys are writing to me personally on Instagram saying, hey, did you upload? Because I haven't seen any of your stuff in a while. Yeah, you gotta click that bell icon, guys, because apparently YouTube isn't really doing their part letting my subscribers know. So click that bell icon, helps the channel out a ton. Check out the Time Teller shop. I've added more watches to that. And if you want to learn more about the Richard LeGrand Odyssey Mark II, you're gonna have to stay tuned and wait until Monday. It's not that far away. Monday, okay? The little introductory review. Not really an unboxing, because I've obviously already unboxed it, but yeah, it'll be a fun time. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time, I just tell it.